Hello and welcome to the Boss Fight Live stream. I am Christopher McLeod, the Boss Fight Studios not design, that's you, Chris. I'm the digital marketing manager. Chris Oliveri, however, who's joining me, he is in design, and that's what we're talking about today with the wonderful Immortal Champions. How are you doing, my good man?
Oh, doing great. I'm the other Chris. I'm Chris Light. I am design director, lead designer for Immortal Champions. Psyched to share
the other
some
way around.
stuff.
It's 100% the other way around.
Lead director design. What? Sure, the other way around.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm Chris Light.
I'm the uncola.
Not the other way. Whatever. Anyway, great to have you on, bud. We're going to be talking a little bit today about Immortal Champions Wave 2. We're going to be talking about some other stuff that might be on your desk. We're going to be talking about actually going to be doing some reveals as well, which I've buried the lead on there for anyone that's tuning in and watching this Boss Fight Live. We are going to be revealing some cool stuff in the future of Immortal Champions. But before that, Chris, what is on your desk today, sir? What have you got to show us?
We've got some good stuff. So I also work on Conan, and I'm super psyched for our Conan test shot here. So our prototype of Conan is looking great. I've got Baylit as well, and but I'm just super happy with how development's going. We've got painted samples in the work that are looking great as well, but I can't help but just play with this guy. He's got some great accessories. We've got his alternate look as well. So we've got kind of the classic barbarian body and the armored version, from the Black Coast storyline. So just super happy. You might have seen on the designer desk photos that we've been sharing. This is headless Conan. I'm going to block the headless part for the censoring, but this is all new tooling. This is, a brand new body that's very Conan specific that we're going to have a lot of fun with. We've got some great plans in store for that line. So I am super happy for that. We haven't showed Baylit off, but she's looking great as well. No soft goods, but the Baylit is really fantastic as well. You can see we're using a lot more soft goods on this line. As the kids say, she is lit. She is
absolutely. Yeah, we posted those designer desk images last week, I believe, and you guys were getting in the comments, enjoying those. They're looking great, dude. Absolutely awesome. Conan is it one of those lines that you're just like really happy to be working on? Is it one of those sort of situations?
Oh, it's like dream come true. Growing up on the Howard stories, the movie, the comics, we're focused on the comic IP. It's an absolute dream, and as you can see, we're going deep. Just to tease, we've got Tower of the Elephant. Check out Toy Collector magazine. We're deep in development on upcoming waves, but we're touching a lot of the Conan stories that are absolute classics. So for me, making the world of Hyboria is a dream brand to work on.
That's so cool. And again, like, you're doing a phenomenal job. I'm loving everything that I get to see. Lots of stuff that obviously you guys in the chat don't get to see. So I'm just going to rub that in a little bit. But there's some phenomenal stuff to come. Like you mentioned with the Toy Collector magazine. Wow. And we will be touching on Toy Collector magazine a little bit later in the show as well, because we revealed something else in there as well not too long ago. But that was awesome working with them as well. And getting a cover, mate, that was pretty dope.
Yeah, awesome opportunity working with Blake. We're huge supporters of just print, classic, getting your toy news. Something that I know we all grew up with.
Yes.
I miss Toy Fair and Lee's, and Blake's doing God's work by getting it out there, and we're huge fans of Toy Collector. So nice that he's given us some space in there and the cover. We think the team did a great job showing off that 2-pack.
Yeah, that is going to be lit. That's going to be Baylit, definitely. Anyway, so what else have you got on your desk? I know you had some other cool stuff.
Did we ever show? Yeah, Kosha.
I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to. I've got some work ahead of me if I'm going to be posting images after this one, I think, aren't I? It's going to be a lot of images to follow this episode on the socials.
So yeah, so this is a paint master, so this is a really fun one to share. So this is like work in progress, but this is an absolute beast of a paint master of Yag-Kosha.
Look at
I need 2 more
that.
arms to show Conan next to it, but he is huge. I mean, he's well over 8 inches with his ears. He's even beyond that. So again, brand new body. We've got Yag with the green skin with an awesome weathered wash. We've got him with like his classic bracers, where he is more of a kind of celestial priest. And we also have this isn't correct, but it'll be clear, the heart of the elephant, with a
Wow.
removable, the jewel is removable. But we also have manacles that you can put on him with the chain on each. So he'll have the metal chains on him, so you can recreate that Tower of the Elephant story. And I just so happy with all the work from the team.
Look at
We've got the
it. It's
tusks, alternate
incredible.
tusks. Yeah,
Ah,
really,
mate, it's the
really happy.
detail. The detail on that thing is incredible. Like on all the texture
Who?
and all the.
Yes, and who can say
Look at that.
alternate snout? Who can say that? You
Look at
know.
that.
So
Look at
he'll
that.
have the straight snout and he'll have the curved snout and alternate tusks, because we do see Yag kind of with the classic metal balls at the end of the tusks. So trying to capture, a lot of, the different versions of Yag. And again, another huge, big body to work off of that we've got big plans for.
I love that
Can
you're
you
being
see
very
him?
careful in keeping that in one piece. That's amazing.
Yeah, he's got the pierced ears as well. So we've got the gold ring pierces. He's holding up pretty good. So now that I've jinxed us, I'll put him back to rest.
I jinxed it by saying you're doing really well holding that together, and then that's incredible. Yeah, that
Dust,
Yag is great,
absolute dust.
and the cover came out so beautifully. Big shout out to Henry as well on
Oh,
putting some absolutely wonderful renders together on that one.
absolute beast. Yeah, yeah. If you have any questions or comments now, I'm surprised people aren't like, "How big's Conan? What's going on? Is he six
Everyone knows.
inches?"
We get that information out for people. It's all good. Anything else on your desk that you'd like to show us? I know you've got some
If we want to stay
packaging.
on topic, yeah, we've got
Yeah,
some
sort of
great
maybe.
Immortal Champions in pack. So this is our Spectral Guardian. If you haven't seen it, this is a Walmart Marketplace offering right now. First to Walmart Marketplace, glow-in-the-dark blue skeleton. So this is, a great version of our classic skeletal guard. But this is, great value, US, $29.99. Classic card back. It'll work within your 5.5 collection. And
Love that color.
we've got the glow in the dark molded, and also we've got that great kind of spectral blue wash on like a silvery blue metallic. So once he's all together, he's looking so good. I want to like just toss him, like a chat show. That's what you would call it, a chat show, but we call it a talk show. We got Conan as well, so everybody's like, "Hey, he's kind of shiny." We hear you. I think he is definitely got some more shine than kind of our early samples, but he's not as shiny as the photo. So I think he's just the right kind of shiny, the right kind of oiled up. It's less so in person, I'll tell you, but he definitely isn't matte. And in future ones, we'll knock the shine down a little bit. Like when you see Hellboy in person, he doesn't have the shine. So we did adjust that, but he's great. He's got the blue-black hair. He's got that, the very deep blue highlights. He's got the wash on all the fur and leather, and the belt comes off. You've got the storage. Super happy with Conan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Looks
And
great.
so wave one, if people are asking, we want to get them out as soon as possible. They're actually like very close to being delivered to us. They're in transit, and then we will do our best to get them to folks. And again, here is our undead skeletal guardian. So these are kind of like, keepers of the tomb. I'm a huge fan of this because I think, this guy works in many, many different lines, superposable, 5.5, but he's just an awesome skeleton. The chest, the rib cage is totally hollow. When you get this in hand, they're just so much fun to play with, to pose. I've got like a horde of them that I'm always playing with at my desk. Like this guy, you can kind of see him better. Super fun.
There he is. I love the helmet. I love the accessories. Look fantastic on that figure. It's so good.
Oh yeah, we've got that secret, guardian face on the back. We pull from all sorts of great references, but like paint on everything, for this kind of 5.5-inch form factor, just really pleased with these guys.
So much detail as well. Like the shield's got like tons of detail on it as well. Like this, it's really, really awesome. Phenomenal figure. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. Don't look too much.
Paolo Stone says Yag Kosher is awesome. Yeah, I think people are going to be blown away by that Yag. It really is an impressive figure for sure.
Yeah, appreciate Paolo. We are working hard. Conan there's a lot of hype. We don't want to get it wrong. And it is an absolute dream to bring these characters. First Yag Kosher figure ever.
Yeah, which is insane, isn't it? That's kind of crazy. Charlie's just got a question before you get into the Red Sonia there, dude. Charlie says, are the Immortal Champions parts interchangeable within the line for pop and swap easy customizing?
I'll say heads, definitely. Accessories, definitely. If you are a customizer and you're used to heating up your figures and popping out joints, yep. It's, are they socketed? No, like, can you just like pull out the arms and swap, like,
like it's not, it's not a kind of hack situation, is it? It's not that sort
hacks.
of, yeah.
How do they go? Do I have a 4-inch hack? How do they go? Like with Saurozoic, I've got Saurozoic here.
Oh yeah, King of Nod 5 would like to see those comparisons.
Saurozoic are chunky. But
yeah, Saurozoic are big figures, aren't they? I mean, like range is going to be a bit taller as well.
This Javik is a chunky one next to a Triax, which I probably have around here. A little bit more comparable.
If we can't find a Triax in this building, Chris, I will be very disappointed.
There is many in here, but
I feel like I'm surrounded by. We're always surrounded by toys, but never the one that you need when asked a question on the spot. Have you noticed that?
Well, I've got
amazing stuff.
Succubus Legion, you can see here as well. He's a little bit more in line. He's not as beefy as.
It's a bit boxy. He's a bit boxy, Succubus.
Yeah. 4-inch. I've got a 4-inch in here somewhere.
Just dig around for 5 minutes.
Well, I've got a 4-inch Conan, so he's a little bit taller. So we've got a little.
Yeah, just hold up a bit. Yeah, there you go. You can see there's a clear difference there in the height. Yeah, cool. That should answer that question.
The Thing in the Crypt 2-pack from Conan.
Nice.
That's like when he finds the giant skeleton and has the crazy dream.
There you go. There you go. King also wants to know. King of Nod also wants to know. Or Set wants to say Yarvik is the second best figure in the line. Triax being the best, of course. What's your favorite Saurozoic warrior out of interest, Chris?
Oh, I'm like a weirdo.
Yes, you
toy
are.
Designer. So just period. So anything
you could have
clear.
Stopped at weirdo, Chris. You could have just said I'm a weirdo, and then that would have been a perfect sentence.
I love a good clear, a good bubble dome. So Yarvik is my favorite, and he's got the clear stage. So Andrew really just crushed it. So anytime you have like any kind of aquatic, you can pop the helmet off and see the head underneath. Or like clear with guts, if you like some booby stuff. I love like clear with guts kind of Japanese toys.
One of my favorite figures of all time is a clear gut, Dr. X toxic gut figure, an action man villain from the 90s. And it's really cool because it's packaged upside down, so it's a phenomenal figure.
Ooh, awesome.
Cool. Thank you. That should answer that question. Can't wait to get my Conan, Red Sonja, and Hellboy, says Mike Dye. You just had a Red Sonja, didn't you? Before I rudely interrupted you in your description. There she is.
We've got Sonja here. It's you know, we really wanted to make a 5.5 female body that was, you know, beautiful, but like buff and not like an inch shorter than Conan.
Right.
And that kind of scale. So, you know, really happy, super posable. Again, retro, trying to get that like Frank Thorne, classic Sonya look. So like this is a vintage line. Sometimes we get a little bit crazy and we kind of like update it a little bit. We're having a lot of fun with it, like in Wave 2. But this is, you know, really...
Could you also put her close to the camera so people can see the skin tone on that figure? That because the pictures that we took recently, that they looked amazing, but the skin tone did look a little bit darker, and obviously that's the kind of difficulty you have sometimes in trying to kind of get you a very like a real life example of what the actual figure looks like tone wise. But as you can see, skin tone wise, she's not. I think some people thought she might be a little tan, but you can see there she's a much fairer skin tone. That's Chris is showing you on screen.
So watch. I mean, all of our images. You know, we're trying to watch out. We kind of try to make them look as best as we can. But seeing it in hand is always like the shine conversation earlier. You know, it's very different in hand, but we try to do our best.
She looks great. I think people are going to be very happy with her for sure. Yeah, cool. So that's packaged examples. There was is that all the packaged figures? That's
all for.
Okay, cool.
Immortal, yeah.
Will Spectral Guardian be shipping with the rest of Wave 1 or later? I can answer that question, I think.
Okay, you should.
Because he says, not being on the website, which it should be right here. We do, if you guys ever want to check out our delivery updates, we update every month. So if there are any changes, you can find it on bossfightstudio.com under the news tab. And we'll have the latest post on there. We'll show you the delivery updates. Currently, Immortal Champions Wave 1, which includes the Undead Skeleton, Red Sonja, and Conan, is Q2 of 2026. So that is basically, I think we're looking at next month. Is that right, Chris? I believe. I think that was pretty much the latest news I think we have.
It's coming here in June, and then we ship it out. So once we have it in June, we'll be sending it out if you order through Boss Fight. But other folks should be getting it. It depends on if you went to a different retailer. But for us, for Boss Fight, you know, that's our plan. Receiving it in June, mid to late June, and shipping out as fast as we can, but no hard date because we've got lots of variables. We've got customs to deal with. We've got other shipping. So just know, planning for it here. Don't hold us to it, but we'll get it out as soon as we can.
And just to basically answer a larger question that we've been getting, you know, from a lot of you guys, we have been having a bit of warehouse issues recently. We've been a little short-staffed in that department, so unfortunately, they are being worked. You know, like they're working really hard to try and get all of the pre-orders and stuff out. So if you do have an order with us, a pre-order with us for like Lucha Wave 4, Chris
is working them to the bone.
I'm literally working them to the Undead Guardian situation. Now, so just to finish that question off for Crud as well, the Spectral Guardian, I believe, will be shipping around a similar time from Walmart. Is that correct?
I believe it's all coming. Yeah.
I think it's going to be within the like similar time period. If there are any changes or anything like that, we'll update on our socials and everything and let you guys know. Yeah. And Charlie says, we'll get to this in a second, actually, Charlie. Greek myth characters would be perfect for the 5.5 scale. Should we get on to the next part of the show, Chris? Should we do that?
Let's do it.
All right. It'd have been good if I'd have lined up the video to press immediately, but here we are. Yes, that was nice. Bit of transitioning to this part of the show where we're going to be getting we're going to delve into the Immortal Champions Wave 2. And of course, cast your minds back to, I'm not going to give you a specific date, but cast your minds back to a little fan vote that we ran for the next wave of Immortal Champions. I believe Chris and I were busy recording videos and all sorts for lots of different things, but obviously one of them was the Immortal Champions, and we were in doing some kind of product, for the first wave, some product photography and some videos and some chats about launching the Immortal Champions. It was great, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that. We'll be probably doing a lot more of that in the near future as well. So look out for more very sexy studio videos from all of the team as well. We're getting everyone involved.
We got some good talent walking around.
We do. Yeah, we should try and get them to walk past today and just say hi in the background if they're watching. They're probably not watching. They're not obliged to, so they probably just get working hard. Everyone's working hard at the moment, guys, trust me. So we ran a fan vote for Wave 2, and as you can see, here's the exact results. Dark Fantasy pipped it. I mean, it was so close, 52.46% to 47.54%. And obviously it was Necromancer and Chthonic Knight, and of course Medusa and the Praetorian Guard. Chris, question for you, putting you on the spot here. Even though the Greek mythos lost out, is it possible we could see them in the future?
Gone forever. Gone forever. It's. I think. Well, number one, I thought we were going to do it because it started so strong, and I was like, all right, let's start the Greek wave. And right at the last moment, Dark Fantasy came in. But I'll say there's a lot of love for Greek mythos. Charlie, I see you. It's I think we'll see something like this in the future. Like we're not going to do exactly what that was because we got to respect the vote. But if you know Boss Fight, that is like an aesthetic and a time we love to go back to. And I agree. Yeah, we'll find some way to bring some version of that. But we got to mix it up. So if you do see it in the future, which I hope we do, we'll put a play on it. We'll twist it and have some fun.
Definitely. Well, that's good to know. So the Greek mythos in Immortal Champions is not dead, guys. We could be seeing something of similar ilk in the future. Well, that's that. So the fan vote was clear. It was close but clear. Dark Fantasy overcame Greek mythos, and Chris has very kindly shared the Chthonic Knight sculpt inputs, and also the Fel Necromancer as well. So we have a quick look at these, mate. Take us through a little bit of your kind of design process with this. I mean, what made you go in this particular direction with the Chthonic Knight?
Yeah, it's so he's pretty much like a Death Knight, and in our world, it's an undead hero brought back and twisted into this form. So Dark Fantasy, you want a little bit of fun backstory, and we've got that with him, and a little bit of that dark energy, that dark purple coming out. So you see that on the visor. There's no eyes. You get that great clear on the accessories. Again, like nerdy toy designer clears, weird finishes. We want to bring back the early to mid 80s fantasy vibes here. We gave it a little bit of contemporary touch, but it's got that great acid green wash as well. So there's some great mysticism back here of what cursed this warrior to come back to life. This is a great army builder as well, so we hope to see people kind of making legions of them, and that was that thinking of getting the spiked crazy armor, the horns, love doing the horns, and that like cloven foot. So you see it, and he's just a bad dude.
Did you like when you were designing this? Was it one of those things where you were just kind of going, I need to incorporate this element and this element and this element? Was there any sort of like, what were the inspirations that you were kind of drawing from, or were you just going mad? Were you just going, I'm going to draw literally everything?
I think we pull from lots, right? And a lot of it is like 80s movies, stuff like Highlander, stuff like Willow, of course, the bad guy in Willow is like a great one. Yep, DJ McSoundCloud. It's it's all those great armors.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's Chris's moonlighting job as well.
Just because I played one bit of music today, now I'm DJ sound McLeod, which is incredible. Anyway,
yeah,
sorry,
we're like the Aphex Twins, but that's
in jokes.
Pulling from that 80s vibe is really like what we grew up with, and in my mind, like Immortal Champions is what those toys were in when you were a kid, but in your mind's eye, like how badass were they really? When you see the sculpts now, you're like, oh, it's kind of looks like it was mushed and made out of Play-Doh, but it's like your crispy memory like turned it into just something really great, and that's what I want to bring to World Champions.
It's a beautiful design, and again, like I think the deco as well just brings out so many of those like gorgeous kind of details, especially on the armor. Like it's just so awesome, and that helmet is wild. Like it's just, the thing back then for those sort of movies, those kind of 80s movies, those 80s inspirations, all of the armor and the helmets and everything just look like they hurt. They look like they hurt to wear. They look like they hurt to fight against. Like, and that's what this is. This is just pain incarnate in this dark Oblivion style figure, and it's just awesome. So yeah, I think this is going to be. I think people are going to like this one for the kind of army building potential of it. And just the color, lovely, spot on, beautiful work, mate. There he is.
Appreciate it. Yeah, hope people dig it. I do see it from Jay Corrette. We'll show Conan again once we're like
at the end of the we'll do split screen again, so you got a better shot of Chris, and he'll show you a little bit more of the articulation on Epic Acts Conan for sure. Crud loves this guy, so there you go. Crud's a fan. Thank you, Crudbid. Right, so that is the. How do you pronounce it? Actually, I should ask you this so that everyone pronounces it correctly.
I think you're supposed to say Chthonic.
Chthonic.
But I say Chthonic because, I mean, we're CH people. Chris's are very
exactly. Is that what this is? Is the Chthonic Knight? Are we gonna have to call ourselves Thriss from now on? Is that what you're saying?
Well, then we'll have to be like Immortal Champions? No.
Immortal Champions.
Let's stop this.
Yeah, Immortal Champions.
It's supposed to be Chthonic.
Yeah, I kind of like adding that little bit of like a in there though, the Chthonic. I quite like that. It's up to you then. You guys can choose.
Just got a special delivery.
Oh well, keep that for the end, and we'll show everyone Hellboy at the end.
Okay, now then.
You're tiny on the screen right now, and if people are watching on their phones, then it's going to be like, oh look, a tiny red dot has entered the chat. Charlie says, I'm all in on this line. Could a boss fight version of a 5.5 Hercules or Heracles be in our future, please? And thank you.
Love it. We're going to have to get you to sign that away to us so we don't have to pay you. It's
exactly.
But yeah, that's exactly like the world that we're living in. And it's going to pull from so many different places. Fantasy is a giant umbrella. You'll see. We're going to wild places. We're looking at new licenses too. It's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Right then, of course, alongside the Chthonic Knight, it sounds like Chthonic the Hedgehog now. Now I'm going to be saying all sorts of silly things. Yeah. We have the Necromancer, the Fel Necromancer. Again, we've got the little input here for you guys to check out, which is kind of fun, including the incredible weapon and the animal companion, which is so freaking awesome, by the way. And again, we've had these figures from the designer's desk, haven't we? There you go. Look, we posted we haven't posted these yet. Actually, I'll be posting these today. So Chris has got these. We'll have a look at the end of the show as well. Some of the kind of close-ups of the shots that we have, and I will get them on the socials as well, so everyone can see the nice designer desk photos as well. Very cool. So take us through the Fel Necromancer, please, sir. What was going through your mind trying to get this amazing design out of your head?
Yeah, so there's definitely some like symbiosis here, that connection of the magic between the Chthonic Knight and the Necromancer. So you can kind of see that with her. I like to call it like a Vorpal, kind of like scythe, but I don't think that's a real word, Vorpal. But it is in Castlevania. It is. So it's like truly she is harnessing, life essence and bringing back like her skeletal familiar. But how she kind of gathers that life and death magic is by harvesting life with her scythes. So that's, she's a total badass kind of witchy necromancer. And we've got, some of the fun tropes of the 80s, like the cape, the skull clasp, and this great, kind of magical tiara that, these crystals are imbued with that energy as well. So we're starting to build that kind of like color language in theory with the magic here. But again, clear with that metallic green on the sights. So that'll be like a metallic spray at the end, like an overspray, we call it. So it'll be a cool transition to kind of clear to that opaque, poisonous tipped scythe. And this is the kind of stuff like when you were a kid and you get an action figure, like you would just look at it and you would start to kind of find this indirect storytelling. And like Turtles did such a good job of that, like with like Band-Aids and stuff. So we're walking those same footprints of back in the day when you would just imagine that connective tissue, imagine the stories, what got them there. And this skeletal familiar is one that Brilliant. I just love. Okay, so I don't know if we're gonna try that. You can put the skeleton bird on the scythe. We're doing our best with the articulation, but we are having fun with it. So it's, we're doing some ambitious stuff with this little guy. But his wings flap, his claws clasp.
He's crazy.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 7 points for articulation.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. That's beautiful, though. He's so nuts. Cool. Yeah.
He's got the holes in the leathery wings. This is dude, these guys are a treat. A feast. Yeah. A feast for a designer,
It looks like he's been feasted upon, in actual fact. And of course, the scythe is a split situation, right? So it's a kind of like snap in two sort of vibe.
Oh yeah. Yep. So we got to go like old school toy design. We got to have features like that where they can be individual hand scythes, or we connect them and put them together for one, monstrous big accessory. So awesome. Super fun.
Awesome. Phenomenal figure. I think she looks great. I love the kind of the sort of the kind of deco again is very evocative of that sort of like 80s vintage retro sort of style for this sort of dark fantasy. That sort of like the skin and everything. Very it's really really.
And you
awesome.
Don't see it, but and we're working on the paint sample right now. She's got that pallid blue skin, but she's got the Furiosa gradient coming down. She's got this shaded kind of gray makeup that comes down from her head as well, which is, we haven't really gotten to show that off, but we'll have that in production.
Awesome. Cool. Amazing. The Immortal Champions Wave 2, not next obviously, is available to pre-order right this second. So you can go and check that out on our website, of course, and any other of our retail partners as well online. Go get them now, go pre-order. And I think I want to say we're looking at Q1 of 2027 at this point. That's what we're tracking, I believe. That is...
Just so folks know, we are trying to get those delivery times down. We're working hard on it. The world's crazy. But Wave 2 is already in tooling. So all this stuff is a lot further on than it looks. But we're working hard. We know we hate to wait too, but we want to get it right for you. And it's in tooling, which is a great sign.
Absolutely. And who knows, it could be better than that. Fingers crossed, but that's what we're tracking at the moment currently. Now, as well as obviously Wave 2, which like I said, links everywhere, links in the description on Instagram, links on our Facebook page, links. You go to our website, and which is bossfightstudio.com. And you can find them there as well. So yeah, go nuts, enjoy. What else have you got there, Chris, that you...
Can I show off some samples? We've got a great one here too. We'll show off Wave 2, and then I want to show...
let's do that at the end. Let's do that at the end because we'll have a bigger screen for you to show everything off. Let's go on to what's next for Immortal Champions. Now, very recently, the wonderful, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, the wonderful Toy Collector magazine featured the Yad Kosher Conan 2-pack on the cover of their wonderful magazine, and of course on the interior. Not only did we get a little bit more information about that 2-pack, but also we gave you another cheeky little reveal of Tulsa Doom right there in the Immortal Champions style. Now, Chris, take us through this, please. What give us a little bit of background and take it away.
So hopefully everybody already has their Toy Collector magazine. If you don't, go grab it. But we snuck in a great reveal in the book of Tulsa Doom. Everybody's been asking, who's Conan going to beat up? And we're like, yeah, we're on it. It's coming. And again, is it Tulsa Doom? Is it Tulsa Doom? I'm going to stick with Tulsa because I think of Tulsa King otherwise.
I'm going to say Chthonic. I'm going to say Chthonic Doom. Is that all right?
Yeah. Say whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. But if you're not familiar with Conan lore and toy lore, Tulsa Doom is like the original skull-headed baddie that set the mold for some other skull-headed baddies that might have, been inspired by him. But he is an amazing kind of like ageless wizard that goes beyond time, like pre-Atlantean. And what I love about him is like he's definitely, a sorcerer, but he's an absolute brawler too.
Yeah.
So he gets into great melee battles with Conan. I went back, I read all the Tulsa Doom stories on the Conan run, and he has some great sword fights. He's got some great moments, fighting in a ship, fighting Conan in a chariot, doing some really cool stuff. And with 5.5, this was a great and easy fit where we worked with our partners at Conan, who were fantastic, to come up with this great form factor that pulls, from the heritage of Tulsa Doom. We've got the skull head. We have the insert flame eyes, which is iconic. That skull head is articulated, so the jaw opens up, and you can have that awesome pose where he's got the flaming sword up in the air. His mouth is open screaming, and you've got the flames coming out of his eyes.
That's nuts.
He's so awesome. The character alone is awesome. Still tails. Still hits the gym. Yep. No tan.
A lot of comments coming in at the moment. Charlie has actually asked another kind of side question here, which we can and can't really talk about really, but with the recent talent acquisitions, is there any chance of a 5.5 scale military theme of figures? Obviously, we can't really go into kind of details if that was even the case, but we do have some recent talent acquisitions, and they've been working very hard on lots of the product lines that we currently have at the moment.
We're like Infinity Gauntleting now. We're like full power.
Collecting them.
We've got Corey.
Yep.
We've got Lendog. We've got Tony. That's all we need. We are like full strength. I can tell you, I'm seeing what the guys are working on, and it's awesome. Like, they're unbridled. Their creativity is amazing. They've all been, great friends, and we're huge fans of them, for a long time, and bring them in to the Boss Fight family. You're going to be so psyched to see what they're working on and bringing to the table. Can't tell you, but we're going to tell you it's awesome. It's
exactly.
It's really
no
cool.
details, but it's fire. Map G says this line is fire. So thank you very much, Map G. I know you're a fan of these particular figures. The BFS mid-tro beat is fire, says Paisano. That's shout out to me for making that.
Chris makes them. Chris makes all the beats.
Yeah, I make all the beats. So thank you, Paisano. Appreciate that. And also, I think Paisano knows that, because Paisano is well versed in the other kind of like extracurricular activities I do online with music. Those IFX rock, says Crudvid, and they do. That is such a nice touch, by the way, Chris. The flaming eyes. Like, I could understand it if it was molded onto the figure, but to be like separate, like blast effects, sort of, is really, really cool.
And they pop in, and we don't have any crazy inserts. So when you have them out, it just looks like a great skull. It's and if you want to customize, it's not set up that way. But if you did want a skull head on a different champion, you can pop that off and put it elsewhere.
That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, G Puctor says, looks a little pale, still hits the gym. Charlie says that Tulsa Doom. Yeah, That Tulsa Doom looks amazing. It reminds me of the old Remco Skullman, which was reused from their Conan Lines Jewel Thief. Awesome. And Matt G also says, next Tothamon, question mark?
Love Jewel Thief. Love Tothamon. We'll see. We got more coming. We got more coming on. You know, we've got Conan on 3 different scales.
Yeah.
And we're working hard.
It's only getting scalier. Right. Chris, we have another nice little kind of reveal. Now, this is a never before revealed reveal, if that makes sense. So this is brand new, guys. This is world exclusive reveal of Wave 3, a Wave 3 figure, right, Chris? Yeah. So
yes.
I'm gonna
switch beat again.
I'll do. Yeah, let's do the beat. Let's do the track.
Don't do that.
Let's do it. We're on it. Boom! The Orc Warrior Chieftain. That was completely. We did not plan on doing that. Chris just said drop the mid-tro beat, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. DJ Sound McLeod. DJ Sound McLeod up in here.
Yeah, we want to give you a sneak peek at Wave 3. Let you know that we're working on it. You know, this is the sculpt input and design direction. It's in sculpt right now. So more to come, and we're not going to show you the other figure yet, but you can see we've got the Orc Warrior Chieftain, and we hope you dig it. You know, a sneak peek. He's going to have some huge accessories. He's going to have kind of, you know, that rough metal axe, like a giant bone punch sword. He's got the chains, you know, some furs, loosely based on Lenny. It's Lenny's spirit animal. That's what I was thinking when I made this. And you know, the red eyes, the overspray on the face. But yeah, hopefully, you know, a good army builder. We want to get, you know, some of these classic characters that we haven't really seen in this scale. Things like orcs, knights, you know, wizards, sorcerers. So expect more of that, as well as, you know, we're going to bend the genre a little bit and go to some of the weirder places in fantasy. But yeah, let us know what you think. And we love your feedback, but, you know, we'll start to show a little bit more sneak peeks early on.
Charlie says, awesome army builder. Jupukta says, fur underwear is in these days. I didn't notice this before, because this is actually not the first time I've seen this, but I don't remember seeing it in much detail. But I love that the kind of secondary kind of element with the head on the back. Like, that's really, really wild. Love that a lot. This is a beast of literally a beast of a figure. In terms of, are we talking the same buck size as the other figures, or is this a slightly bigger figure?
This is gonna be the same buck size from kind of the, you know, our original Conan body.
Yeah,
but it's gonna have a little bit more height with the mohawk, but we're gonna keep that scale kind of locked in for the female size and for the male size in the meantime, in the short term.
Yeah, cool. That's exactly what this series should be like. Creatures, races, monsters, almost like a game, says Matt PG. A game of Toll. Interesting. There you go. So that is the big reveal of Wave 3, or one of the figures of Wave 3. We will switch back so that Chris can show you some more cool stuff that we've got on his desk. So we've got obviously the Immortal Champions Wave 2 to look at, and then we'll also go and revisit that Conan for the articulation as one of the questions that came in before. So we'll be right back after these 10 seconds of banging tunes. Roger. And Crud has asked, Wave 3 aiming for 27 or 28? That'd be 27, wouldn't it?
Yeah, 27. 27. Don't hold us to any dates yet, but we're working on. My guess is going to be late 27, and we'll do our best to hit that.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Right then, so should we have a look at the Immortal Champions figure?
Somebody asked very nicely to see Conan again. and I'm happy to oblige. And then we'll jump back to Immortal Champions.
Coolsies.
But if you wanted to see anything on articulation, we've got the, this is an early test shot sample, but we've got great range of motion on all the joints, really. I got to tell you, this guy is just so much fun to have.
Yeah.
Somebody online asked if he had the swivel, the rocker ankles, and of course he has the rockers, and a flat plane on the mid calf. And I've got his other body here, but you can see like the ab rock.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Tons of range of motion.
Fantastic.
On him, and he's super bulky. So for a big boy, we're getting a lot out of this body.
He's thick.
2 C's, right? 2 C's.
Fantastic stuff. So yeah, hopefully that helps with the articulation question, and we'll have more pictures as the development continues. We'll be showing more pictures of those figures and different poses and what have you as well, just to kind of give you a better idea of what to expect. Also the wave. Oh yeah, you also got that Hellboy figure handed to you. Look at that.
Secret special guest.
Immortal Champions Hellboy. It's a beautiful figure.
It is so much fun to have and pose. This Hellboy is great. Andrew did a killer job with it. Right-handed Doom. He's got the disc in the hand.
Yeah.
And of course you can twist the forearm. But also great for posing because he's pretty much works as a tripod with the tail on the back end, so you can have him do any pose. He's got the PPRD gear. He's got the pistol in the holster that, it's great. It tucks away, but then when you need it, you can pull it out. The sword as well. And of course, that fits in great in the hand. But I'm a big sword guy, so I'm going to stick with the sword. But he looks awesome.
Fantastic.
And you can see we're going, exploring a lot of great licenses. And Andrew, of course, is doing great with the larger 1/12 scale Hellboy line.
Yeah, and we'll have we've got a lot more kind of pictures, a lot more kind of like stuff to share with you guys with all of these lines. That Hellboy looks, that's a phenomenal looking figure. Great addition to the Immortal Champions as well. Very, very cool. I love how the way that the line has already got this kind of like, it's got a large amount of characters involved in it already, and it's only really just started, which is awesome. And of course, you've got multiple troop builders now. If you think about the Chthonic Knight and the skeletons as well. So yeah, lots of really, really cool stuff to get your teeth into with the Immortal Champions, and more to come as well, which is great. And yeah, did you want to show off the Wave 2 shots that we have as well?
Let's do it. So we've got the Chthonic Knight. You can see we're getting some cool accessories here. We've got the giant cloven foot armor with the cool. You won't see it, but it's got that bubbly hammered texture. We've got the skull belt with like the bat wing style armor on the sides. That's all flexible, super flexible. So superposable. And then, the greaves. This is a cool, like armored cowl, where you can get some cool, great articulation, even with the giant horns.
Yeah.
You get that negative space around the neck.
You got a lot of good articulation on that figure for what, specifically for what that kind of style of figure is as well. It looks amazing. Look at that. Yeah, that's plenty. And the funny thing with those sort of knights is, in like the films and what have you, those kind of style of kind of big bulky knights, they ain't moving much as well. The kind of costumes that those guys are in would just be like just standing there being intimidating for the most part. But that one's got something in it, which is great.
Yeah, he can move his neck unlike the guys in the film.
I love those
that,
horns,
that
man.
Batman cow. The horns are great. We also have his accessories. They're not clear, but you can get a good idea that they're super fun. That kind of like winged axe and this giant kind of cleaving sword with that nasty giant like scalloped edge.
Yeah, that's a hardcore sword right there. That's amazing. Awesome, man. And then of course the Fel.
Yeah. The Fel Necromancer. Very happy with the face sculpt. The team did a killer job. You can see, on the input, the tiara, the crown is a separate part, so that's glued in. We're going to have great metallics on it. The hair as well.
Love the little cape. Yeah. With the kind of rips in it. Yeah. The hair's really cool. Yes, the hair. I love how the hair swoops. That's great. Lovely.
And I mean, she just comes with the best accessories. We've got the familiar, the skeletal familiar. We've got ball sockets on the wings.
Brilliant.
We have the head rotates, the flat plane rotation, ball sockets on the hips, and then the claws clutch, so you can pick something up, you can perch. And of course, like the rib cage is all hollow again. It's really, really cool. I mean, this alone is worth the price of admission.
Love it.
Such a great accessory, and this giant double scythe. Just to get a figure next to it, this will show you how massive it is.
That's
and
amazing.
Also, I mean, that's why toy designers do that. Second part is so we can fit it in the pack. That's really why it splits, kind of. But having the double scythe is awesome too.
That lady definitely doesn't feed her chicken, says Jupiter. No.
So
that's amazing. Great
stuff. We also have our early sample, no soft goods, so he doesn't have his soft goods cloak, but we've got Thulsa here.
There you go.
We'll knock that shine down a little bit, but you can see he's got the articulated jaw, so we can move that open and close. We can pop out the flames in his eyes, and you can kind of see how when it's clear, you'll be able to see through it. Let me just pop these out. And without them, you've got a perfect skull head.
Fantastic.
With that articulated jaw.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, it looks great, man. Absolutely brilliant. Thulsa, how you want to pronounce it. It's doomed, and it's fantastic. Hello from Peru, says Manuel. Hello, Manuel. Thank you. And hello from Norwood, Massachusetts, which is where we are. Fantastic stuff. Chris, thank you so much, mate, for showing off all of your wares on your table. I think I called it the war table on some of our copy on one of our posts. Speaking of which, I will be posting on the socials after this images of the Wave 2 figures and any other stuff that you've got knocking around, Chris. We might have to take more pictures because you showed off a lot today, and that's awesome. So there you go. Thank you, mate, for joining me. I really appreciate it, as always.
Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Always happy to share some fun stuff we're working on.
And again, you'll see us on this. We'll be doing a lot more of these live streams going forward. If you have any questions, obviously pop them in the chat. And if you have any questions about anything, you can reach us in multiple ways. And you all know how, because I get messages from you all the time, either from emails or from the socials. So if you need anything, any questions answered, we'll do our best to answer them for you. Right then. Thank you very much for joining us. We will return very soon. We'll see you definitely in June. And and you might even get a little sneak of the new class as well in Lenny, Corey, and Tony. We'll be speaking to those guys very soon as well on a live. So thank you very much, dude. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll let you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. And that's it for us. Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Wave.